Welcome to the 2014 World Championship of the 800 meter race. We're excited to have everyone back this year. We've got quite the lineup.
And we are in Australia this year. And me and Dick here are going to give you a rundown. So first off, the Rip Van Buren, defending champion, may get his race handed to him this time. What do you think there, Dick?
It's been a while, Dan, since the last race, and both Rip Van Buren and the Winnebago, both the champion and the runner-up from our last race, have been training a lot this year for this event. So we're for sure in store for another close race. It's going to be good.
We don't have Jason Nance running for his fiancée anymore. Hughes hasn't been heard of for a while.
Yeah, since he got married, I don't know.
But we have the Colonel.
It's true, the story of the fiancés lives on, because this year we have the Colonel joining our ranks, and he is engaged to his fiancée as well.
So he has that woman power behind those man legs, so we'll see what happens there.
There, we don't have Mazwin Rashad. He's not returning. Grizzly Adams will be making another appearance, and we'll have Scout Boy, who he needs his merit badge for his troop, for his squad, so he's going to be jumping in the race as well.
And he can get the merit badge as long as he doesn't take last place. I guess it's one of those rules in merit badge.
I guess. I was never a Boy Scout, that's for sure, Dan.
Well, Dick, I think we're done.
Alright, let's go to the track.
And here come the contestants.
You can see Rip Van Buren with the crown.
Yeah, that does a pretty good job of setting him apart from the rest of the field.
How do you think they're feeling about this rain?
I can't say exactly what they're feeling, but I'm sure it's got them thinking twice about their race strategies.
They're going to be doing a lot more strides to get warmed up, that's for sure.
Let's go to the introductions to see who we've got in the field today.
Here we got
Rip Van Buren!
And here we got Grizzly Adams!
And the newcomer, the Colonel!
Don't forget the Winnebago!
And last but not least, Scout Boy! Here we are at the lineup.
All of them are getting ready, getting their last few thoughts in before they take off. And they're off!
There's the gun.
It looks like a fairly clean start. People are keeping their space.
Going around the corner. It's always hard to start on a corner,
The man in the lead is Jermaine. He is the rabbit for this race. We'll see if he brings them through an even split here at the 2.
We're at 20 seconds. It's looking pretty good, despite bad weather conditions. Looks like he's going to bring him through in about 28, 29.
That's right on, right where they should be. I remember hearing them talk at the start of the race that they wanted to come through just around 58 seconds for their first lap.
I know, even though, everything, you can never count on everything during a race, but despite the bad conditions, I still want to go for beating their time from last year.
You can see the rabbit, Jermaine, moving off to the side, and Rip Van Buren taking the lead.
He's easy to spot with that big crown on his head. Looks like the rest of the group, there's a gap between second and third and fourth.
So you got Grizzly Adams and the Scout right behind him. The Scout has to beat Grizzly Adams to get his badge.
Man, what a tough call. Who do you want to win between them? Grizzly Adams, who's been really trying to find himself since this last race, or Scout Boy, who needs to earn his merit badge?
I just don't know. I've heard Grizzly Adams kind of removed himself from the Grizzlies. So we'll see if that pays off for him. Here up front, we got just the Winnebago right behind Rip Van Buren. Do you think the Winnebago's going to make his move?
This is looking a lot like it did last year. Come down to the last stretch. Let's see if it has a different ending this time.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to make out. Looks like they're shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, that's going to be close.
Looks like
the Winnebago's got a slight lead. Oh, who can close? It's gonna be close. Winnebago, Rip Van Buren.
Winnebago!
New champion.
And Rip Van Buren's gonna have to give up out that crown.
I guess, you know, it looks like he's grown pretty attached to it. It's gonna be a sad day. Here comes the Colonel.
And it looks like the Scout's got his badge.
Scout Boy for 4th place.
And Grizzly Adams.
How's that crown last?
Oh, Rip is not looking too happy to have to give that up.
It's a victory.
The torch has been passed.
Yes.
Oh, you can see he's walking with a little more of a strut now.
Yeah, he's getting a little cocky, I think.
This is the Colonel.
3rd place, we have the Colonel. It was a good race for him, for his fiancée. She should be proud.
2nd place, we got Ripped Van Buren. He doesn't look too happy to have to step down from his #1 spot.
And the Winnebago. He's looking there, up there, really good and tall.
Yeah, he is. They're handing out.
Good sportsmanship.
Shaking hands, you know, it always shows that you're still friends even though you're enemies.
And don't forget the Scout.
Boy,
He's getting his merit badge. His parents will be proud.
perhaps that's the greatest honor that has been given out today, Dan.
John Maloney here with Rip Van Buren, this year's runner-up for the Amazing 800. Tell me, Rip, how was that race for you today?
Not good, not good. You know, I'm going to get a bunch of punishment for that. And probably won't get very many mills this year. And I definitely have something to prove next year. I was kind of cheap shotted. You know, I had the Winnebagos on my heels the whole time, and he was just drafting off of me. And, you know, I wish it was more fair.
Oh yeah. Well, tell me, it was brutal weather out here today. Do you feel like that affected your race at all?
Oh, especially since I was leading the whole time, taking, you know, the 100-mile-per-hour winds out of the variability of the Winnebago. I mean, the Winnebago didn't have it. I was just breaking it to win for him. It wasn't fair.
And I'm Joe Maloney here with the Amazing 800 champion this year, the Winnebago. So tell me, how was that race this year?
It was perfect. Everything was just as I wanted it. You know, I didn't mind that it was raining and it was windy because, you know, that's when I'm strong. You know what the Winnebago is, Joe?
You gotta tell me.
It's an
Tell
old
everybody.
ship named the Winnebago. And ships strive when there's wind and rain, you know, on the rough waters. It doesn't matter. It's the same I was in the race. It's as if Rip Van Buren wasn't even there. I was just a ship coming into port, you know?
And, we interviewed Rip Van Buren earlier, and he had some interesting things to say. Do you have any comments back to that?
All I have to say to Rip Van Buren is... You're going down all the time.
You heard you're getting married in a few months. Next month, actually, in fact. So, you excited for that? Was that a big motivation for today's race?
Oh yeah, I mean, she is my motivation. She's everything. It's like, you know, like the #1 thing I focus on, and when I'm running, I just want to make her proud.
You certainly did that today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, do you think that lack of running with your bears this year had any effect on your races?
I absolutely do. Last year I feel like I had the spirit of the wild on me. And I feel like that was missing today. We had to rethink some things.
So, are you planning on changing animals this year? Maybe the puma or the snake or something, black mamba?
I definitely really like the idea of the puma. Yeah. I might have to hold tryouts in my basement this year. See which animal comes out on top.
Well, I wish the best of luck for you, Mr. Adams.
Thank you.
Tell me, Nick, how does it feel to finally receive that merit badge?
Oh, it feels amazing. I've been training for this one for real hard, and had to improve upon my time, and I think I did so. So, it's really good.
Yes, so tell me, what was your training like getting ready for the Amazing 800 this year?
Oh yeah, we every Wednesday night, you know, we ran, and just a little mile race.
Just a little mile race?
Yeah.
That sounds great. Prepared you pretty well, apparently.
I think so, yeah.
Wanted to see what you
Quite a race that was, Dan. I was not expecting that. Not quite as fast as, you know, the previous years.
Well, you know, they had a lot of weather issues. It was windy and rainy, and the rabbit got out good too, so they did have that working for him.
Yeah, the rabbits both years got out in good time. 58s, 59s, you know, about right on what they wanted. Surprising, and we got a new champion. Winnebago defeated Rip Van Buren.
So the Winnebago will be happy to take that win to Canada, right, Dick?
Exactly. Yep. Canada, great place. Fishing, hockey.
Well, that concludes our stay here in Australia. We're going to head out and excited for next year's Amazing 800 in Switzerland.
Exactly. Thanks for joining us.